Now, it may be, for political reasons, the judge can't just say Trump is off the ballot, but Michigan is next. And here's the best part. In Michigan, the challenge is not with Donald Trump. Someone sued the Secretary of State saying that Trump should be removed. And when Trump's lawyers tried to intervene saying like, hey, there's no insurrection here, they said, you have no standing. You are not party to this lawsuit. Now, that's a clever one. Next up is Minnesota. And I'll tell you what I think. I think some point next year, there is a strong probability that one state will unilaterally at the last minute take Trump's name off the ballot. And here's the important thing. I was mentioning this earlier on the Timpool Daily Show, my morning podcast. A lot of people are like, yeah, but where are they going to succeed with one of these things, right? Is it going to be a swing state and then like a Democrat district judge says, okay, Trump's off the ballot, but then the state challenges it and no. Imagine a state like California takes Trump's name off the ballot and then let's say Trump does win, but he loses the popular vote by 5 to 10 million votes. The Democrats are then going to say, see, look, Trump, how does he win the presidency but lose the popular vote by 10 million? And it's because in states with massive Republican populations like California, but they're so heavily Democrat, they can remove his name from the ballot. Trump doesn't get the general Republican votes in a decent amount. And then it looks like Trump did not actually win the popular vote because they removed him. That's another game they might play, but I'm curious what y'all think.
All you need is one state. If you get one state, you have precedent, and then the other ones can go and follow suit. If they do that, I mean, we're so third world at that point. The fact that this is even being considered, this judge should be thrown off the case. You donate to a PAC that is focused. They're only focused on Boebert in Colorado, but they're actually focused on everybody with the mentality that Trump won the election. Anybody that's MAGA, they want out. Well, she donated money to it. She should be thrown far off the case.
She says that she doesn't remember. I mean, that's the quote that Colorado Public Radio is running with, that she donated $100 and her justification was, well, I don't remember making that donation and I didn't know what the mission of this organization was.
Well, she's too stupid. She needs to fix it.
It doesn't seem like a great judge, right? This is questionable all around.
I think that's the point, though. Like, the substance of the case doesn't really matter. It's obviously that they're after Trump. They're looking at for any excuse they can come up with. So, I mean, I don't have a whole ton to add just because it's blatant and clear. And the idea that the American public accepts it is probably the thing that I have the most problem with is not just that this is happening. It's that people are so disengaged and uninterested or comfortable with this type of behavior. It means that the fundamental ideals that our country are founded on, people don't have any respect for them at all anymore.
No massive protests out there. No, nothing. Nobody's even talking about it.
I think you have to give credit to Jason Miller, who's with the Trump campaign, who was the one who was like, this is happening. This judge donated to this cause.
Right.
And it's one of the only quotes that I have seen circulated at all. I mean, this detail that she has donated, that she is essentially a biased judge from the beginning, and we know about it, and she was the one to decide, well, I'm not going to recuse myself, is crazy. And I think this is the type of case that they'll just try over and over again until something sticks. And if it's not this, if they run into 14th Amendment arguments, they'll shift to another claim against Trump.
Look, Trump's lawyers argued if they're even going to pursue this argument, Trump has to have been convicted under the federal statute pertaining to rebellion and insurrection, specifically created to deal with the 14th Amendment, and he has not been. They're doing it anyway. And already the judge said, no, it doesn't matter.
I think she should recuse herself from this case. And when it comes to him, it's like justice is blind. They do whatever they want to do. Nobody is protesting. Nobody is fighting against it or anything. It's time for people to stand up and stop being afraid. We got to stick together. We got to fight through this, because if they could do that to him, then which one of us is next?
Oh, worse than that, right? What they can do to Trump, they can do to you tenfold.
They'll just come and shoot us in the head.
The New York Times says Judge Wallace has laid out 9 topics to be addressed at the trial, which is scheduled to last all week. They include whether Section 3 of the 14th Amendment applies to presidents, what engaged and insurrection mean under that section, whether Mr. Trump's actions fit those definitions, and whether the amendment is self-executing. In other words, whether it can be applied without specific action by Congress, identifying whom to apply it to. So the 14th Amendment, Section 3, specifically says representative or member of the Senate. It specifically says elector of the president or vice president. And then it says, and may not hold office, civil or military. And so the argument people are making is that the reason why Section 3 outlines the exact elected positions and then says civil office is because it views a distinction. Civil office meaning a bureaucratic job you're appointed to, whereas the other positions you're elected to. So it would seem their argument is, well, Trump can be president because president isn't specifically addressed here.